Koffee. I know we're supposed to barely. Today's Saturday morning. We usually do it on Friday morning. We apologize for that.
My bad.
All right, so first half of the season is in the books. All right, the Knicks are 19-18, and we're sitting at 5th place. And everybody should be happy. I mean, I know the Knicks, they superseded where everybody thought they would be at this time of the year. And then, rightfully so, because, judging from our past, we haven't been able to get over the hump on in a lot of games doing little silly things. So kudos to the Knicks, for holding ship down first half of the season. To some of y'all who might be new to, the NBA, the new format is that 7 to 10 teams make the playoffs. 7 through 10 has a play-in game to decide who's going to be number 7 and 8. The Knicks right now sit at 5th. My goal is really for them to finish 6th at least. And I know, Joey, we talked about, even 5th. Yeah. Just because of the 4th and the 5th game is always the easiest when far as parity. So, what you think about that first half, how we held it down?
Yeah, you got to explain to the, everybody out there that we happy because this don't come around often.
You got that right.
Yeah, last time we did this, we ended up having a good season.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Like it's still, remember, we still got rookies. We still got the young core.
Yeah.
So with being with the young core is that second half is now we play all the good teams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we could be happy now. It might be a big turnaround after All-Star break.
Yeah, we definitely got to dive into that because that's just like a reality check.
Now, usually some players play better after All-Star. You know what I mean? Some players play worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the competition go up, can you still elevate your game?
Yeah.
So now this is what we're going to see. This is why I want them to go to the playoffs so bad. I want that young core to taste the playoffs and so we can see where they're going to be at. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're gonna definitely have to dive a little bit more, a little bit more into that as we go on today. All right, so just a couple of key first half notes that I thought was pretty good for us. Simple things, like prior to the last 2 games, quickly went 94 out of 100 and shooting free throws. Like what rookie does that? Let alone what player get to the free throw line that early in their career like that, to get the respect from the refs, to get that call. And then by him getting to the free throw line that often, it helps, it kind of like gives us his other parts of his game a chance to grow and develop. So we can overlook some of the things that he may not do well because we know that he's going to get to the line.
Well, that's an impact stat.
Yeah.
That means every time you go, you drive, you shoot, that you're gonna get that extra point or extra 2 points. That's what that tells me. So that like impacts. I'm not saying he like a LeBron impact, but that's a really big impact for a rookie.
Well, yeah, but for me it helps the fact that we really wanted that guard that can go coast to coast and get into the defense and dish off. So he's not really doing all of that the way we thought he was going to be doing. But because he gets to the line, he still has a chance to work on that part. We can overlook it for now because he's still getting 2,
He was dishing off.
Yeah, he started out that way.
I don't hold that against him because it seems like Coach said no, keep shooting. Because when he was trying to get everybody involved, he was forcing.
No, I ain't talking about him not taking shots. I'm just talking about. No, that's not even a negative. I'm just talking about him getting to the hole and just taking this man to the hole and laying it up. Just like that's what I mean. Like that part of his game, we could wait for because he can do that well. Yeah, it wasn't a negative about not shooting. He's shooting. We know he's doing that. And another thing I like that is the way that Burke has regained his touch as like the unsung guy off the bench since his injury. And every team has a guy like that. Like the other night, Toronto, all their players were out. And then Miles Powell, I believe that's his name, Miles Powell. I know it's Powell. He just took it over. Like he's capable of doing it every night. But because they have other people, so when they needed they still lost, but when they needed somebody to step up and get 30, he was able to do that. And then Burke is like that guy for us. You know, if a score really went down, Burke could give you those points. You know, he's capable of that. So every team has a guy that can just come in and get buckets, but they're not a main guy, you know, a mainstay on the team. Then another thing I see that, and I wish we would do more of, but for the Knicks, I'll take it. You know, we starting to learn to feed the hot hand.
Yeah.
You know, and we need to do a little bit more of that because that would give us some more games. You know, so between feeding the hot hand and maybe getting back in the rotations for the 3-point shots from other teams, you know, those two things right there, I think would probably get us or would have had us anywhere from 3 to 5 more wins. You know, just getting back, you know, swinging, knowing that ball's going to swing over to the other guy and they're going to knock down a 3. We're a little bit late on our rotations, even though we was doing pretty good percentage-wise. The eye test tell you teams was knocking down their 3s.
Seeing how we did once D Rose got there and seeing how we did, I still think it was just it was a mentality thing. I still think that's what it was because we still had the same Knicks. Like, yeah, it was all new, but we still had, like, Alfred Payton.
Well, that's all Tibbs, though. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
nah,
like,
yeah, that's all Tibbs.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, I feel like it was just a demeaning thing. Like, now I feel like we should be consistently playing this well.
Well, that remains to be seen there. But then my last point, anyway, is that how Randle has solidified himself as the Knicks star. Because remember, early on, it was, is it Randle, is it RJ? And now we clearly know the star of the team is Randle. So, you know, some good positive things came out of the first half of the season. You know, we're going to celebrate that, you know, this weekend, you know, for All-Star weekend. You know, Knicks made us proud. You know, Randle, you know, going in the All-Star game. Glad he wasn't the last pick. That's what I was looking for. You know, he wasn't the last pick in the little mini draft, All-Star draft.
But I ain't going to jinx it. I'm not going to jinx it and be like, yeah, but he is playing better. Like, he's not doing the little silly stuff.
Well, the last game we had, to me, showed, well, he must have got his rest somewhere because 2 games for that, he was like, even though he had the numbers, he wasn't moving the same. But that last game showed that if this is the Randle that we were going to get moving forward, then we got something to really hang our hat on, you know. All right, so let me jump into this real quick. All right, so for me, the question is this. Do the Knicks need a star player to make the playoffs? And, you know, the answer for me is no. You know, and I'm going to tell you why. We need a closer who can be consistent down the stretch. You know, somebody who we know that bring in, rather, you know, a guy almost sort of like Burke, but that you know he's going to take the game by the horns and finish that game for you. All right, we already trending upwards towards the right direction to make the playoffs, you know, and with a decent seed. And acquiring a star player right now could disrupt everything that you're trying to build for the future. And if you wait till the season end and see how guys perform under that playoff pressure, you know, then you can go after the star that fits what you're trying to do. Getting a star right now, you know, could send the building in a whole new mode because that star player might feel that, you know, I got to take all these shots, you know, for us to win the game. And then we're back to kind of like, you know, with Melo, you know, that they're going to get every possession. So, you know, we can't have that. So, you know, so what do you think we should do? What's your take on that one?
You want me to talk? You said it. Like, there ain't nothing else to be said right there. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say the same thing you said. Like, we don't need no star right now. Let us keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, not that we can't use one. It's just that you don't want to.
Yeah, who you gonna get? Like I said, you got to give up somebody. Like, at the end of the day, we get a star. Somebody's gone that you don't want to be gone. And right now, everything hurts. Looking at how the NBA is right now, like, you're not gonna get no better. Like, what are you really gonna get? So, like I said, you said it. Like,
I mean, yeah, but I mean,
even nothing I can expand on because there's like you just got to get pieces. Like you said, that's probably annoying. They're annoyed to the defense. Like, they score, they shoot, they take it to the hole, or maybe they physical, maybe like there's something about them that's annoying.
Yeah.
Like somebody else.
But I'm not totally against getting a star, though. What I'm saying is that for the Knicks now to be able to go ahead and grow. All right, y'all wanted to stick to a rebuilding plan, so you kind of still did that. And you played the long game with the players you brought back this year. So at least you give yourself an honest chance to see where you fit. You know what I'm saying? Going into next year. And then really, like, believe it or not, that's the good news. Because no matter where you happen to end up, even if the second half was the falter, right? Let's just say. So even with that much intel, at least now you know where you got to fit a star. And the star can say, okay, the Knicks was on the right track. Say we didn't get in the playoffs. But you know, a star player can say, you know what, I can play with Randle. I can come in here and I can do this, this, and this to help get us over the hump. So now, to me, you Knicks, y'all did pretty good up, to this point. So you can really only go up from there just because you hold the cards with your draft picks and your money. So you haven't given up that yet. So you good there. All right. So let's just jump into the trade rumors. But the regular Oladipo, bill, and I kind of like. I seen something the other day with Evan Fournier, whatever his name, from Orlando. And I kind of like that guy, too. People that you don't got to give up too much for. But the bombshell trade rumors, what we started hearing about this week a little bit, was Devin Booker, right? Luka. We heard about Luka. And then I even heard one of them talking the other day about Jamal Murray. And then the other two are Kentucky guys who, now these are like far-fetched rumors to me. And I think when some of these announcers, when they're bringing them up, they know that these guys have Kentucky ties. And they know they got Leon Rose ties and they got Worldwide West ties. So they're always going to keep plugging that in there and then maybe something will stick. But the question you asked, which some other people asked too, was why would these guys, and then also the same thing with Donovan Mitchell. So the question is, why would these guys who have, like, Utah got like the best record, right, in the West? Denver's on the rise to being the Suns rather, and Denver also. These teams are being contenders. Like, so why would they want to jump ship? So, of course, me. You start thinking about why, like. To me, that question don't even have to be asked anymore. Why would a player want to do it after what KD did, after winning the championship? First KD did it, not knocking KD though, when with OKC, they were up 3 against Golden State, and then they came back and lost. So rather than go back to battle, he joined Golden State. So then he wins a championship, or 2, right, with Golden State, and instead of staying there to fight for another one, he jumped ship. So there's no rhyme or reason to why somebody would decide they want to do something with another team. There's no loyalty in that aspect. Guys want to play together, and guys want their money. It's not necessarily that they want to win with that team. That's
so
old.
Before you go any further, with those players, I'm pretty sure they want to play with Quickly, Randle, and R.J. Barrett and Robertson. I'm pretty sure they want to play with that young core and Randle. They don't want to go to the Knicks and just be the guy. Because for all that, we would have been drafted somebody way before all this happened. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't see why, unless they just want more money and they know the Knicks got it. Like, well, money's not
going to tie them to the Knicks. Because one thing the Knicks had past years, every time there was a big free agency, we always saved and no big star would take the money. Like, you know what I'm saying? When Melo wanted to come here, he wanted to come here because he wanted to play with Gallinari, after their battles. So, and I saw a documentary on Melo recently where he was, trying to clear the air. He didn't want to come to the Knicks. He didn't want them breaking up the whole team. That was the team he wanted to come for. Well, then really, if that was the case, then the only way, Melo, you smart enough to know that you should have just waited till the summer and just walked away and did that. Because you have to know that the Knicks were going to have to give up all those players. And he named the players, which I was shocked. It wasn't just Gallinari. Like, he liked the way the team was moving.
That's what I'm saying.
And he wanted to be here. So another star coming here is going to want to, now star got to be realistic too. How do I come in here if I got a big salary and I fit into that mold, who they got to give up? You know, so we don't really want to start putting too big of a damper on what's to come, and rather than celebrating what we got right now, you know, the first time in I don't know how many years that we are sitting in this position.
Yeah, because I always say this as a joke on the show. When you play in 2K, your favorite team is the Knicks. You make your character sometimes, like most of the time, you'll pick point guard. You'll make your character for the Knicks depending on what you think is missing.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard this year because you probably want to be on the court with Quickly. You probably want to be on the court with RJ.
Yeah.
You want to be on the court with, Randle, so you don't want to take their spots as a Knicks fan.
Right. Yeah, and you want Mitchell Robinson behind you.
Exactly. So now I think they just gotta wait. Like, don't jump the gun. When they were sitting down with their agents, I hope their agents are telling them, like, listen, you go ahead now. You're not playing with that Knicks team that you think you're playing with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you are the Knicks team now, and now everything is gonna be focused on you. That's all I'm saying. Like, see how we pinpoint on Randle? Now, like a Devin Booker get there, we're gonna be like, all right, we blaming you now.
I think unless
it's on you.
Like, a guy like Devin. See, a guy like Devin, there's I don't know what he makes. Is he in the 30 million range? You know, so that's what I mean. Stuff like that, you got to start giving up stuff. Now, not that I wouldn't give it up for Devin, because he's consistent. He's like one of those consistent stars, as opposed to, like, say, a Bradley Beal. You know, when they was talking about John Wall and Westbrook, those they not consistent stars. For a consistent star, I could see making some changes, but I don't want to give up the core. You know, not till we have like a playoff run, and then I mean, not even gonna say quiet as it's kept, because everybody knows now our second half schedule is brutal. I mean, it is. You know, when we come and right from the door, when we come back from, the break, the teams we got to run into in the East. Then we got these home stands that's going to at least help alleviate. I think I was looking at the schedule yesterday. We have a 3-game home stand coming up soon. There's going to be then you go on the road, a 4-game home stand. These are after away games, though, and then go back on the road again. You got like a 5-game home stand, and you go back on the road for 6 out west, and then close it at home for 2 games. So these next 35 games is almost going to be like throw the top ones out the window, and it's going to be like starting all over, because we're playing top teams back to back to back. Like, I don't, and I guess we can't have it, any other way, because that means if we do make the playoffs with a decent seed, then you more than earned it. That means the storm that you got to weather just to get there. And if you was to get there with at least a 6 seed, then the sky's the limit for you, because that means you've been tested by everybody. So now, again, a series is different. The only thing about a 7-game series is that you're going into it with Tom Thibodeau, who knows how to manage those type of things. But he's definitely running our veterans ragged. Like, that part of his history that everybody was worried about, of his MO of playing veterans, he lived up to that to the fullest.
He did that on the first day.
Yeah, because, the other night, the last game, Randle was dragging his tongue.
Yeah, at first we thought he wasn't going to do that. When Quickly was getting all those minutes at the end of the preseason, he's like, oh, maybe he is going to play the young guys. And then first game, we like, oh, he going all veteran.
Yep.
They had to really fight for their spot. And I like it. I guess so. I'm not going to question him now, because look,
right, yeah, there's no, it definitely can't. Nobody can. And that's, I was arguing with somebody at work the other day, and then me, like, I'm with the Knicks. Even if I say something bad about the Knicks, I'm with the Knicks through thick, through thick and thin. So I was just like, man, listen. And he was like, well, daggone, King, man, slow down. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna allow you, who a part-time Knicks fan, tell me about my Knicks. I just can't do that. Like, we either gonna end our conversation here and go our separate way, because he was just like, he was trying to like sneak badger the Knicks. Okay, we know the Knicks ain't the Lakers, right? We know the Knicks ain't Brooklyn. But we just talking about what the Knicks is giving us this year. How you going to hate on that? Okay, they 19-18. They're not like 27-5 or something like that. So, okay, we know that. So I was just like putting them right in this place, tell them that ain't going down.
I said, everybody coming at the Knicks still, like, we not a smoking team. So we clearly ain't the worst team in the NBA right now.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
We do have a losing season at the end of the season.
Yeah.
We wasn't the worst team because we smoked the worst teams.
Well, see, that's what remind me now that you said that we were talking about, and congratulations to CP from Knicks Morning TV, with his battle with Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman, everybody know from First Take with Stephen A. got his own show. So they had CP on there, and then Max was killing him, about the Knicks record, and CP held his own. And Max was trying to throw in his age, that you weren't even old enough when the Knicks was there in '94 and to remember really, but and CP brought it to him, as a real Knicks fan should. And then the only thing I would like to have CP throw into Max, because Max is only hating because Max was a Knicks fan, and a lot of Knicks fans that jump ship is because the Knicks wasn't winning, and then you just frustrated. But the part that CP could add to him is that regardless, win, lose, or draw with the Knicks, over the years, the Knicks bring excitement that other teams just don't bring. Yeah. When you go to work or you on the bus or you driving wherever you at, everybody talk about the Knicks. And when it's a hot game, when it seems like the city is on fire, the Knicks bring that energy. So that right there could stop Max, right in his track. And Max was saying that how much older he was than CP. Well, Max, I'm older than you. So it's like, yeah, we know that you really like the Knicks. Same thing with Stephen A. You just want them to do good, and when they don't do good, it's ammunition for you. I ain't want to just play you safe for your show.
That don't even matter because I'm younger than all y'all, and all I'm saying is I was there when they were just bad. Like, you know what I mean? And then Max is a front runner because like my favorite player is Melo, but I ain't go run to the Blazers when he left. You know what I mean? I didn't run to Denver when he was over there. I like Giannis, but I'm not watching Milwaukee. I'm a Knicks fan. Like, that's it. I like Durant. I really like Durant, but he on the Nets. I can't mess with him right now. Like, you front running. I like Paul Pierce. I definitely couldn't mess with the Celtics. You know what I mean?
Nah, we ain't doing the Celtics now.
No way.
We'll do we can't do Brooklyn either.
I know.
So, yeah.
You can't do it.
But everybody's coming to our teams. Like this, now this is the realistic part too. When guy asked me,
Jalen and Jacoby too though, but is he really a Knicks fan? Jacoby was his name.
They all want the Knicks to do well.
He was all hyped that we was
everybody do.
I don't know.
Most people that really badger the Knicks, they're mad because the Knicks, you want to see them win. I remember when in the '90s with Charles Smith missing them layups. I was I remember being on the floor, like I'm trying to like crawl grab the TV, like, come on, man, we like right there, But those things happen. But somebody asked me, could the Knicks win the division? And then my answer to that one was hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the realistic part of it. I mean, we're not winning division with the Nets and Philly in our division. Not this year. That's just how it is. But we still can beat everybody else, like pretty much, aside from maybe Milwaukee a lot of times. But no, we're not winning division. So let's just dead that. You know what I'm saying?
If we win our division, I'm throwing the Max at
Listen, yeah, nah, no way.
And I'm throwing the Max at Robinson.
Yeah.
All our big men for taking care of Embiid. We did that.
Yeah. So congratulations to Knicks Fan TV. That was a good look for y'all. The world saw it. So
good look for Knicks fans.
Yeah, all the way around. All right, so let's just jump into. We're gonna do this one real quick because even the answer that I'm gonna give for me, I don't even know if I believe them. Some of them, but I'm just trying to look at because of what our record is, but just based on the fact that where the Knicks are compared to how far they've come. I took that into consideration. So, Is Randle, I gave him a B+. Just based on, I couldn't give him an A because Julius still got a lot of stuff to work on. And a B+ for Julius from where he come from, for me, is excellent, and his numbers may suggest an A, but I look at some of the things inside of a game, the game within the game.
B plus, and then I'm gonna give him that little thing on the side that get the S with the satisfactory, so he gets.
Listen, that B plus
satisfactory.
Yeah, and I wanted to put A, but basketball.
Okay.
I just had to ride with it.
I wouldn't give him an A neither, because A means all them games that we lost, that we feel like we should have won.
Well, that's why I said it's not to put it all on him. That's why I said the game within the game, like some of the challenges as a player, as a star player that you take on, to keep the game moving in the right direction. Yeah, that sounds like something Richard Pryor said, right? All right, RJ Barrett, I gave a B.
Satisfactory.
And satisfactory normally is a C, but I gave him a B because
it's either satisfactory or unsatisfactory.
If he was, a little bit more consistency.
Ain't even no other one. It's just.
All right.
I'm satisfied.
All right, now listen to this one. I'm gonna tell you why. Elfrid Payton, I gave a C plus, and I gave a C plus because the things that Elfrid do well, right, when he's coming down, he's capable of a triple double. He's capable of going coast to coast, getting the layup anytime he wanna. He's capable of dishing to the alley-oops. If he did that on a regular basis, meaning Elfrid Payton, imagine the kind of player he could be for us. But that's in his mind. When he wakes up in the morning, comes to the gym, decide, like early on in the season, I'm just coming down, giving the ball to Randle. No matter what, I'm just coming. Or Randle throw it back to me, I'm going to take the shot, knowing that somebody else is open and shoot better when you could have swung it. So I gave him a C+, but he easily could have gotten a better thing for me if he decided that I'm going to be the man to help this team win.
Yeah, C+.
Huh?
I'm not mad at
But most people probably give him a C or D, probably. But I mean, Payton has done his thing to me.
Payton, he get a C+ only because they gotta force it out of him.
Yeah.
That's my only issue. Like, you're not even playing how I seen you playing your whole career. Like, what the heck changed from even last year to now? Like, I don't know.
Well,
so he can. That C+ is good.
So Mitchell Robinson, I still
give him unsatisfactory with that C+. So,
I ain't gonna argue nobody on that one.
Unsatisfactory with that C+.
So I give Robinson, I give Big Mitch a B.
Nah, I want that B+ on him.
We could say.
I want that B+.
Yeah, I wanted to say B+, and I was just looking at some. Again, these are all debatable. Some of them I don't know if I really believe them. Because I'm just trying to combine our record. Which for a normal team wouldn't be great, but from where we've come, and I just look at Mitch, because some of the stuff that you just have to do, like you just have to post up and demand the ball. Like some of the stuff I'm saying, like you as a player, demand the ball, like give it to me and let me hook shot, whatever I got to do. We know he's not gonna drop step and that stuff yet, but give it to me. And I was going to see him post up, too, some of the way that Obi do. Even if Obi don't get it, he post up with authority sometimes, even though they don't throw it to him.
Yeah, if he starts posting up.
Yeah, so some of the stuff is in the player's heads. Right.
But I'm giving him a B+ only because he's doing what the team, I guess, needs him to do, or what they kind of just want him to do. So I'm giving him a B+ because he's not.
See, I'm not hard on my man.
Give the B+, satisfactory.
All right.
He doing it. Now this one.
All right. Bullock. Yeah, I gave a C. Now, I love Bullock. He just makes me so mad. I gave him C-.
He getting the D, man.
You know what? I'm borderline D, but he do have those games where he just knock him down at the right time. He was brought in as a 3-and-D guy. Like, that was his rep.
Yeah, 3-and-D.
I watched Wayne Ellington the other night blow it up on somebody. Like, that's why you was here last year. Your rep of a fourth quarter threes, the most in league history. But for us, you couldn't hit side of a barn. So Bullock, and to me, he might even deserve more though. But I just gave him that C- because I want to see him knock it down every time he touch it.
I'm not about to do this. I don't care what he did. I don't care how he did it. When we down, he can't hit a 3-pointer to save us.
Nah, he hits some. He hits. He comes through in some. It's just not enough for his skill set.
Somebody MSG over here so we can start playing replays. Let me know when he hit a 3 to get us back in the game. I'll wait.
All right, from now on, though, I'm going to call you every time he hit a three.
No, every time he hit a three that gets us back in the game. Not every time he just hit a three. RJ Barrett hitting threes now to get us back in the game. Where is his at?
You killing my drink.
Every other shooter on here is hitting their shots, but the shooter. I wouldn't give him a sniper.
All right. All right, so quickly. Now, this is when people are going to get mad. I get quickly a B+.
Nah, he getting an A.
I know. He deserves an A, but again, for the same reason that I give Robinson.
He get an A-.
The B, and I can go with that, is that there's certain things with quickly that I see the improvement. Even when you're going to the hole and you're studying with the guy behind you to get that foul, sometimes just go in for the shot or for the dish, just to keep the team moving. But ain't nothing bad you can say about quickly. No. You know, to be a rookie and to be playing the way he's playing. But again, I'm not married to none of the picks.
Look on your paper. Get your pen. Cross that out. Put A-.
Oh, my God. All right, quickly.
Cross it out.
All right, man. Let me give you that. A-.
He ain't missed no field.
But an A- and a B+ is, well, then you still got a regular A.
Yeah, no.
But he has room for growth, though. We're not going to sit here and say, like, he's number 3 in rookies right now. I was just watching that on ESPN the other day. And that's excellent for the 25th pick. You know what I'm saying?
Like, we didn't even know. He was like, quickly, who that?
All right, sorry, IQ. I think I was I drinking when I made this list? I don't know.
Maybe.
All right, Nerlens Noel, I gave a B+. I gave for a backup center.
Listen on that.
Wait a minute, listen. A backup center is supposed to come in because we knew what he was when we got him.
The way he was playing.
He was going to block shots. But you say you can get more? Yeah, we can give him more. But we knew what Nerlens was when we got. He's doing exactly what. Only thing he's not doing to me is that they're not running the pick and roll to get. And he wasn't really a great pick and roll player as far. He's a great pick player for getting the alley-oop dunks. We're not running those. But, you know, he's doing what I thought he would do.
B+, but same thing with Mitchell Robinson. It's like the team is not calling for him to post up and drop to the
Well, they're not going to do that. That's not his game.
I want to give him an A,
Mm-hmm.
but we're going to give him a B+. I really want to give him an A, though.
Yeah, because people keep in mind that
because the way he was playing,
we are 19 and 18. You know,
he's a starter that's playing on the bench to somebody that we really don't know if he's really better than him or not.
Yeah,
but
and he, you know, all right, let's move. Alec Burke, I gave a B+.
I'm cool with that.
Okay. Derrick Rose in that short stint, I really wasn't going to grade him, but I gave him a B. Based off the way he came in. Obi Toppin, I gave him a C.
I don't like that.
But I'm going to tell you why. Same thing. I gave him a C because, Obi, some of that stuff that's not happening for you, some of that's you. Like even when you launching some of them long jumpers, which we want to see you take, they're flying out at you from the deep, all those, because most of your shots are from 3, because that's when you're getting the ball. But you don't have to shoot all of those. Let that man go by you or pump fake him and go around him. Once you get the step on him, Obi, the way he can jump and he can handle the ball, like you can create more for yourself instead of selling for that 3. Now, I know why you probably taking the 3 is because you're not getting the ball a lot. So you like, I'm launching this. So that's to me like, Obi, you can dictate your future on this next team every possession you're in the game by not settling. Like, we want you to shoot.
I'll probably give him the plus because you gave RJ Barrett the B, which now I'm thinking.
Well, RJ's more minutes and more touches, too.
That's what I'm saying. So you gave him the B, you gave Obi the C. Remember, he was out for a little while. He had to get his rhythm back.
Yeah.
I'll probably give him the C+.
All right, so he can get a C+. And he probably can get more than that. Somebody's going to say, well, he don't play enough or he don't get the ball. But the times he get it, you're too skilled of a player. Like, take it. Get the man down. You can get it at the 3 and then take your man down where you're comfortable. But just to only launch the 3 because you're scared you're not going to get it again. And I understand that concept.
I only say that because he's playing as a rookie. Like, so quickly exceeding our expectations. And Obi Toppin, you got drafted higher than him. And you are at the expectation. You're just not going over.
Right. Well, because he's not. I know he don't get the ball enough.
C+.
But when you get it, put a fake on your man, put a move on your man, and get around him, and then everything will open up from there. But just to shoot it every time, you know. And I love I love his shot, but I mean, you could do more when you get it.
I feel like his shot not gonna get good till next year.
All right, Knox, I just gave a C. I really started not even to rate Knox We're gonna skip Knox on that one, unless you wanna.
You get a D.
Leave my boy Knox alone.
No, you know it's crazy, and no, I'll leave him at the C minus only because he is hitting his shot. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
He hit the ones he gets.
It's like they stopped looking for him. It's not like he Reggie Bullock.
But again,
he hit more shots than Reggie Bullock.
But the same, no, it's not nowhere near. But the same with Knox is that he can do more to create. Like, you're a versatile player, so you could do more than just stand in the corner. Like, get more offensive rebound. You could do other things. I remember this guy used to always say, when the people not passing you the ball, hang around the rim. So you get like 6 free layups just from putting, putbacks. But Knox will just stay there. He'll just stay there, and then he shoot and follow your shot, create some stuff for you. Okay, I gave Taj a B. For that little time, started not even really, was it fair to rate him?
I mean, I kind of think he get a B+.
All right, B+.
We won a lot of games because of him.
Yeah, but because I was like, he wasn't there that long.
Like, they can't hold a Joel Embiid, but they playing good.
Yeah,
I think we stacked on the big managers that they hurt. If they all healthy, I think we keep winning.
Because I actually wanted to give Taj an A, but I said that sometimes in the game, and because he's so good at the way he do, just like a quiet, unsung player, I'll even forget he's out there sometimes. But then you look up and they'll say, well, his man didn't even score in the last 5 minutes because Taj was, is not playing him good D one-on-one. You playing him before he get the ball. And that's what I love about Gibson. He don't wait till you get the ball to play defense. And then Frank, I didn't rate, huh?
We giving him a B.
I gave him a B, huh?
Frankie.
I didn't even rate Frank. Okay, Frank and Rivers, I didn't rate. Only because I said Frank just started playing the other day. Yeah, he can take a B for the time, for those 2 times.
Not playing and then shooting like that.
Yeah, I was just trying to be fair. And then Rivers, I said I'm not going to rate.
All right, so let's be fair with Frank. Ready? He did not play this whole time.
Yep.
Not only he did not play, he really wasn't even taking his shot prior to that.
And
I'm going to say a little joke in there. Since he caught that dunk on that dude, was that last year at the end of the season? He was a grown man after that. We
can give him B for what?
He's trying to dunk on
3-4 games.
He's shooting in people's face.
Yeah, I just didn't rate him. I'm not knocking nothing, Frank. I like what he came in and doing.
Frank almost got me in a dilemma. Like, I kind of don't even want to give him up now.
Yeah, and they don't have to. Again, they don't have to. If our guys that we have, out of one of those guys, somebody got to be more. Somebody that plays a lot of minutes. Somebody that plays, 25, 30 minutes a game. Got to give us more consistent.
And Austin, he only getting a C, only because you couldn't beat out nobody else.
Now I don't know why. No, but I don't know why he's in Tibbs' doghouse. They had a rumor about, but he mentioned that he may want to get traded, or he was going to get traded, and Tibbs was mad. They said, but he only said that because he wasn't playing no more. So what happened to lead him not to be playing no more?
Yeah,
is it just Rose, or was it something else?
Like, I can see you not being out there, Rose.
Well, when he put Frank in those games before him, what was it? And I guess at some point it will come out. But we know that Tibbs and Doc Rivers are close from their coaching days. So where is that, thing where you look a man's, father in the eye and, I'm not playing your son. And I don't know if they had that conversation, Tibbs and Doc. And out of respect, I'm sure Doc didn't even call him on it. But like that's that kind of intriguing. But it was, let's save that one for another day. But something's going on there.
I know what happened.
What?
Ted brought the potato salad.
He brought the potato salad.
He brought the potato salad, put the raisins in it.
All right, folks. So the first half of the season, like we said, is in the books. And it is a time to celebrate. 5th place. We look at some of the moves we made. You want to argue that we could even maybe be up to 3rd. But we beat some teams that teams say we shouldn't have beat. And we lost some teams that teams say we should have lost to. So it balances out somewhere. But let's just get ready. We know the question is Randle the guy to take us to the next level? All right, we'll ponder that. And like, comment, subscribe. And tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Peace.
Peace.